Doctors at the Medical College of Georgia now working with a private human spaceflight mission next week. It's going to be a big deal, and Bria Smith spoke with researchers about their part in this mission.
As the world really is starting to look for further and further space travel and people are setting their sights on Mars, there's a lot of challenges to long-term spaceflight. This is one that is directly related to the astronaut, as you can imagine.
Dr. Matthew Lyon was interested in learning more about spaceflight-associated neuroocular syndrome, or SANS.
And so I made a proposal to Polaris Dawn to investigate our mechanism of using ultrasound to make that diagnosis up in space, and they thought it was interesting. So I get to go have an experiment with Polaris Dawn next week.
SANS impacts more than 70% of astronauts, causing what doctors think can lead to structural changes in the brain, ultimately causing changes in vision.
Specific to low gravity spaceflight, it is most likely induced by the fluid shifts in the body. So when you're on Earth, gravity pushes fluid down, but in space, fluid can float up. And our mechanism that we're investigating with ultrasound is that there's fluid around the optic nerve behind the eye. And certain people, because of injuries or prior concussions, can have that sheath, the optic nerve sheath, or that space expand.
Dr. Lyon and his research partner worked with Ursus Medical Designs, LLC, to build the 3D ultrasound machine.
And they developed a specific ultrasound for spaceflight for this. So it was a big deal to get another company to build an ultrasound to go to space, to look for something in a way that is not a normal ultrasound.
That mission is expected to go up Tuesday around 3 a.m. In Augusta, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6. Absolutely.